I'd like to welcome Mother Goose and all of her animals and characters that are on the loose. If you guys could give our characters a hand. Come on, Mother Goose. Alright, so that's just a preview. We want to give you a quick little preview of how precious they are as we get ready for our first act, and I'll turn it over to Mr. Fiddle.
All right, wow. Well, Ms. Leonard, thank you for that introduction, and good morning, everyone, and welcome to the third production of Mother Goose on the Loose by Mrs. Leonard's and Mrs. Connor's class. And I'll admit, I usually don't get nervous before going on air, but I'm nervous right now. I woke up early and I got dressed just for this because I saw all the little stars, and they've been working really hard for these past couple of weeks for today, so it's going to be a wonderful production for you parents out there. Now, a nursery rhyme is a traditional song or poem that is often read and taught to young people. Now, please help us in our first act, Jack and Jill.
Jack and Jill went up the hill to fetch a pail of water. Jack fell down and broke his mouth, and Jill came tumbling after.
Now, Mother Goose rhymes have been passed down and recited for hundreds, even thousands of years. Have you ever wondered why? Well, because they are fun, kids love them, and they also teach. Get ready as we welcome Humpty Dumpty.
Humpty Dumpty set out all. Humpty Dumpty had a great fall. All the king's horses and all the king's men couldn't put Humpty together again.
All my Humpty friends, face the audience. Take a bow.
Now, Humpty Dumpty was actually the name of a royalist cannon during the English Civil War. Now, it was mounted on top of a church tower. When the tower was blown away, Humpty Dumpty crashed to the ground and into a marshland. Though they attempted to retrieve it, all the king's horses and all the king's men, they just couldn't make it happen. Candle, jumping as mentioned in Jack Be Nimble, was one of the many traditional superstitions for predicting the future. Now, if you jumped a candle and the flame remained for future, your future was bright. If it went out, things didn't look so good. Both of which were better than option 3, catching on fire, of course. Now it's time to meet our very own Jack Be Nimble.
Jack be nimble. Jack be quick. Jack jumped over the candle flame.
The rhythm between sounds that repeat in regular intervals encourage kids to remember words, which help improve auditory memory, music, and reading skills. Check out these next skills, please, as we welcome 3 blind mice.
Three blind mice, three blind mice. See how they work, see how they work. They all shifted to follow right. That cuts their tail with a carving knife. Have you ever seen such a thing in your life? It's three blind mice, three blind mice.
Animated nursery rhymes for kids are funny and win their attention quickly. Please join me in welcoming in our next act, Baa Baa Black Sheep.
Baa Baa Black Sheep, have you any wool? Yes sir, 3 bags full. One for my master, and one for my dame. And one for the little boy who lives down the lane. Baa Baa Black Sheep, have you any wool? Yes sir, 3 bags full.
Now the original last line for Baa Baa Black Sheep was, "And none for the little boy who cries down the lane." It was likely because the wool tax laws in 13th century England were 1/3 of the price for each bag of wool went to the king, the master, and 2/3 went to the church, the dame, leaving none for the shepherd, the crying boy. Now everybody check your clocks really quick. Now it's time for Hickory Dickory Dock.
Hickory dickory dock. The mouse ran up the clock. The clock struck 1. The mouse went down. Hickory dickory dock.
Well, Mother Goose is the mastermind behind all of this rhyming weirdness. So, who is this winged author? There are many theories about who she was, including that she was the wife of a 17th century Bostonian named Isaac Goose, and that the pair had 16 children between them. Unfortunately, the truth is the search for the real Mother Goose has resulted in a big goose egg. Well, who could refuse helping out our next performer? Please welcome Little Bo Peep.
Little Bo Peep lost her sheep and she didn't know where to find 'em. Leave 'em alone and they'll come home, wagging their tails behind them.
Now, rhymes are fun activities for children, and it's because they're short. Children are able to pay attention and enjoy the experience. Memorizing rhymes enable a child to understand the rules and patterns of language. When a child recognizes the way people use words and sentences, they are much more able to read. Nursery rhymes also foster creativity because hearing or acting them out puts pictures and ideas along with the words, which enables the children to use their imagination. After today's performance, we encourage you to continue to do nursery rhymes with your child. This will allow them to grow and develop and have a love for learning. This brings us to our last performer, so sit back and enjoy Hey Diddle Diddle.
And before we start, come on Lily, we have a stand-in cat in the fiddle that's joining us from Miss Sisson's class, and this is Taraji, so we want to welcome her this morning.
Hey diddle diddle, the cat in the fiddle, the cow jumped over the moon. The little dog laughed, the big put fork in the dish, ran away with
Now, nursery rhymes, they don't just tell stories, they help children learn the wonderful world of language. Now, simple words that rhyme add a magical touch to these little poems, and it really affects the little ones and allows them to remember this a lot longer. So thank you for joining us today, and please join me as we give them another round of applause.